crackberry.com.
Hey everybody, Kevin here for crackberry.com, and today we're taking a look at the Blackberry charging pod for the Blackberry Bold 9930 and 9900. This is the absolute must-have accessory for every new Bold owner. We find most people buy not just one, but two of these guys, so they can have, one, their Bold 9900 by their bedside and use the phone as an alarm clock, and then two, to have one at your desk at work so you can charge your Bold every chance you get, because this super thin battery doesn't quite give you the same battery life as we're used to with the older Bold. So let's take a look at this quick. What comes in the box? You obviously get the charging pod itself, and then you get another one of the standard micro USB chargers that comes in the box with your device. And actually what I have plugged into it right now is the premium charger, which is the one that comes with the Playbook standard, so you can charge your device even faster. Let's take a look at the stand itself really quickly. You can see they've changed things up here. So it's a lot thinner design than what we're used to seeing. The previous charging pod was this guy, and this was introduced originally with the original Blackberry Curve 8300. They've kept this design over the years, and with the Playbook they changed to this kind of slicker, more basic, solid black version, and now they're carrying that through to the phones. So you can see it's got a nice little green light in there. You got your two charging contacts. You got the groove to put the phone into, and it just plugs into micro USB at the back, and that's kind of it. So little thinner, little different. Good and bad things about that design change. So for the bad thing is that with the older ones, the phone really kind of slid in nice and easy because you had a fairly steep back on it, and this is a lot shallower. So you need to be a little more careful when you first put the phone in, but it fits in pretty good and quick, so it's sturdy once in there, but it isn't quite, the same. You gotta be a little more accurate. Works well, and the great thing about it is it's very slick, it's very minimalistic. It looks like your phone is just floating there, and you can kind of see how it compares to the one they introduced on the Playbook. So obviously a lot smaller overall, but it keeps that design aesthetic the same. Other things to be aware of on this charging pod, probably the biggest one, is I almost dropped my Playbook there, is, if you use a case, right? Because this has the charging contacts at the bottom, they need to be exposed in order to get it in. And that means if you are using a case like this, it's going to actually have to come off the phone in order to put it in. It's not going to work. It'll work as a stand, which is nice, but it won't work to actually charge the phone because the contacts aren't exposed. So that's the key things about it. I mean, price, it retails for $49.99, and obviously you can still use the phone when it's in the charging pod, so if you want to use it to play music or anything like that, that's cool. I think actually even if you're on a phone call, it'll automatically enable speakerphone since it knows it's not in your hand, which is also pretty cool. Like I said, retails for $49.99. You can get it for quite a bit less at shopcrackberry.com. It's $15 less as I record this video today. Must-have accessory. We've been having a heck of a time keeping them in stock, so order quick and now if you don't already own one, so you can get first dibs on it. And that's it. It's the Blackberry charging pod for the Blackberry Bold 9930 and 9900. This is an absolute must-have accessory for every Bold owner. And that's a fact. Kevin out. Oh no! Really? Let's try that again. If it can't take a Kevin slap, that's kind of scary. Well, look at that. I guess these are the things I do for Crackberry Nation. One more. This is like the ultimate test here. This is like the outtakes. Really? Okay, so it holds it in well, but not as well. Maybe a... Aww. Okay, so the good thing is don't do that. Kevin out.